Well, look what we got here. I took this car on a kind of a trade. A guy owed me some money, and I helped him out. He was in a rough state. He owed me $1,000. He paid me back $800 of it, and then gave me this car to pay back the rest of it. So that's a nice little... I said, okay, I'll accept the payment. But anyway, what we have here is we have a Hyundai Elantra. I've already cut the cat off. It's got one aftermarket, one factory. But what we have back there is a Hyundai Elantra hatch. And what we have here is a Hyundai Elantra sedan. Now, we'll be not running this in a demolition derby because the gas lines are broken, and the rockers are rotted, and the brake lines are broken, and the struts clunk, and yeah, anyway, it's pretty much garbage. Super rotted. I was told it sat for 4 years. Trunk looks clean for 4 years of sitting, but underneath, it's super rotted. You guys can see there's nothing left underneath there. Gas tank straps holding down. The frame's kind of rotted out in the middle. You can see over there, there's nothing left of the frame. There's a lot of mice inside this. I can't believe how many mice there are. Rear subframe looks rotted. Rear subframe mounts look rotted. Front subframe looks pretty good. So, let's go over what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep the rear struts, and I'm going to keep the front struts. I'm going to keep the front axles, because the axles in that one clunk. That's going to be the one I derby. Going to keep the radiator. Going to keep the tie rods. Alternator is seized, so it's junk. I'm going to save coil packs, spark plug wires. I'm going to save the MAP sensor, or mass airflow MAF sensor. I'm going to save stuff like that, but I don't really want to keep this whole car. Transmission slips, I was told, and it's got 0 brakes, so it's not worth it for me to keep it. But all I want is stuff that isn't really needed that much, you know what I mean? So what we're going to do is we're going to drain the oil out of this, and we're going to run it. And I've already shoved a couple bolts down in there. Maybe we'll put another hammer in there and drill a hole or something and jam her full of some more bolts. And we're going to drain the oil out, and we're going to time it to see how long this thing takes to blow up. Just because I've already done a V6, I'd like to see how long these things last. It's got no coolant. Transmission lines are looped, so they're off. I'm not going to be spraying fluid everywhere, but let's drain the oil out of this thing. So the drain plug was stripped, so we just did the next best thing, and that's drill a hole into the oil pan. So we're just draining out all the oil, and we'll give her a big old-fashioned startup. Whew. So while that oil's drilling out, we'll put you through some of the things. I jammed some hardware from the header down into there. Let's put that back on there. No, she won't fit. So, I guess the oil plug was stripped because I couldn't get it off. 17 mil wrench just kept slipping off. So, screw it. Booster pack on, charged. Let's give her a big old-fashioned startup. Oh, I put the keys somewhere. Keys in the trunk? Nope, keys not in the trunk. Keys over here on the caravan. Oh. I'll give her a good old start up and see how that oil's change is coming along. I don't think that bolt stopped that thing that dead, but damn did that just stop. Well, that was actually kind of uneventful. I thought it would last a little bit longer, make a little bit better noise, but she just died, like, pretty much instantly. So, I guess you can't be running these things without a, oh, I bet you I know what happened. I wonder if I broke the timing belt by doing that. Let's get out my timing belt. Let's get out my tool for checking the timing belt. Here we go, ready? No, timing belt didn't break. I thought maybe it broke the timing belt, but it didn't. Well, that didn't take us too long. So now I don't feel so bad just salvaging this one for parts. I've always told you guys I hate scrapping cars that run and drive. That's why I have the vans going for scrap, because she don't run or drive. This one did run and drive, but she didn't stop, but there's so much rust. So what we will be doing now is we'll be saving this sensor, these coil packs, these spark plug wires. I will be saving axle struts. So most of it can't even be taken out until it's on the trailer. But now that the motor's dead, I definitely don't feel bad. Oh well, it was a bit fun. I was kind of hoping for something a little bit more eventful, you know, like fire and flames and me running around trying to find a fire extinguisher. Actually, guys, I was kind of prepared for this. I got a fire extinguisher ready, and she's actually fully charged. She's way out of date, but she's fully charged. So I was kind of hoping there'd be like an explosion, but damn Hyundai making it so that's not fun. Well, anyway, I guess it's time to go push it back, because that was kind of uneventful. Yeah. So yeah. Alright. Well, that was a little difficult by myself. You can see all the burnout marks and everything. There's pieces of Chevy Epica everywhere. Actually, I don't even know if that's Epica or if that's Hyundai. But I know it's going to be part of this Hyundai. Oh, did the trunk close? I think the trunk closed. I hit it too hard, the trunk closed. But, yeah. That Epica actually did a lot of damage to the side of this. I was not expecting that. Big dents in the side. But I will give it to it. That Epica is actually a pretty decent little tank. But this is where she's going to sit until I take the parts off and fill her up full of scrap and send her in. It might be a while because the van's not even full yet. Or maybe I'll pull stuff out of the van and throw it in this. I don't know. Maybe I'll pull a couple Camrys out and pull the seats out. Like the Solera's still got half an interior in it. That one right there has still got half an interior in it. Maybe if I do that, I can strip these 3 cars back here and throw it inside this car just to get rid of it. I don't need it, and I just wanted it for parts anyway. So, yeah, I can't even open these doors anymore. Just a little ding like that stops the doors from working. That's kind of crazy. And no, they're not locked. I checked already. You can open it from the inside, I guess. Maybe it just broke the handle, so you can still open it from the inside, which is nice. But anyway, this is where it's going to sit until it's full. Maybe I'll throw this Solera and that Camry and that Solera's interior inside of it. This one here I sold the door handle out of, so it stinks in here pretty bad because it got filled with water, and then I stole the fuse panel out of it for the wagon. Started stripping it, but didn't get too far. And yes, that's a big bag of kitty litter. I bought this thing in the winter, so yeah. But that's the game plan here, is to get this one filled up and into scrap. So anyway, I kind of thought the motor blowing up would be a little bit more eventful than that. But unfortunately it let me down. It was kind of crap. But now we got a lot of useful parts. We got spare axles, spare struts, spare coil packs. And we'll put all this spare stuff right inside of that car so then it's not even in my way. And I won't get it confused with Camry stuff. So, oh well. Kind of a little bit of a fun day. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here. Sorry the blow up was not as enjoyable as she could have been. That's for sure. Thanks for watching, everybody.